the Son, the Holy Ghost in me.
Welcome everyone to another video, End Times 4565. And I have a little different video for you today. A couple things I want to talk about. I'm not an expert on these things, I'm just like you, but I do have an interesting news wire, and I pick up things a lot of times that are not on the mainstream media, and you have to do that these days because if you don't, you're not ever going to know what's going on. So one of the first things I want to talk about right now is this new headline. It says NASA Office to Create Asteroid Detection Hazard Mitigation. And it seems to be in the news now about all of a sudden now NASA's going to restart the Near Earth Object Program and refund it and get things going again because, you know, they want to look for something that they think is coming. Now, we've heard about these things for quite a while. As last year on the 23rd of September, there was supposed to be an asteroid impact and this kind of thing and that. But it was nothing ever really confirmed about it. If it was going to happen, it would have had to have been a surprise. But I never really expected it. But I'm a little curious about what's going on right now. And the reason is right here. This is 2013 TX68. Now what you need to do is you need to search this out and see what you can come up with. I'm finding some factors that are crossing in that some say yes and some say no. Possible impact, yes and no. Even I found one NASA line that said that possible 3 impacts were coming from the one. So like it could be carrying a couple of others with it. Smaller. I can't confirm those things. I just see what's on the pages. Now this one here, you can see that the condition code is a 7, and because from 1 to 10 of certainty, 10 being uncertain and 1 being certain, you can see a 7 is high. The most interesting thing is it's 3 days of uncertainty instead of a few seconds of when it's going to go by, or a few minutes or a few hours, or it's 3 days. 3 days of uncertainty of when it could pass. Okay, so 3 days of uncertainty is a high probability of uncertainty, and the last figures I had were 4 to 3,000 miles in close. Going to pass us by like 4 or 3,000 miles. Well, you would say that's a long ways, N times 4565, but is it really? It's going to go below our satellite orbits. Just saying, you know, it could always bounce off of something, or, you know, that's pretty close. You know, I'm talking kind of calm because, you know, ain't no need to panic right now. We're going to keep our eyes on it because the approach is supposed to be in March. Now, there's a lot of things going on in March. Once again, March is turning out to be like September last year. But at End Times 4565, I like to look at all the areas, and this one is space and the Earth. I like to talk about the Earth first because the Earth is significant in the end times. I don't want to go to preaching because every time I go to preaching on here, I don't get any views. So I guess you don't like preaching, but it's okay. So it's just something for you to keep an eye out. I'm going to continue to study and monitor 2013 TX68. If I get any new information, I'll be the first to come on here and give you the new information, whichever direction it goes in. Next thing I want to talk about is Yellowstone Supervolcano Talk kicks off 2016 New Discoveries Lecture Series. Okay, so now Yellowstone is back in the news because for some reason everybody wants to talk about it now. But I keep up with the earthquakes. I watch earthquakes daily. In fact, I watch them hourly. I have a program that every time one occurs, I get notified, and I'm able to watch them as they happen. And I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But this caldera at Yellowstone is seems to be becoming very unstable. There's lots of magma movement. You can go to Mary Greenlee. I haven't quite learned how to put a link down yet for Mary Greenlee, but you really should go to Mary Greenlee's YouTube channel, and she does a great Yellowstone supervolcano update, and she shows all the seismic and gas activity, and it's very informative. And as you follow this information, you can see for yourself that certainly the caldera is becoming more and more unstable. The crust is thinning. There's lots of things going on. I would suggest that you go to Mary Greenlee's YouTube channel and check out Yellowstone. Now remember, Yellowstone plays a significant factor in the New World Order's plans. The elite has a plan for Yellowstone. Yellowstone is one of their false flag type events that they could make happen that doesn't get blamed on anybody. So you got to remember that it's just another place to look at. And of course, we know volcanoes are on the rise. And if you don't, you should. And finally, I want to look at the earthquakes for the last 7 days. Now, I'm not an earthquake professional, nor am I a geologist, but I do watch them on a regular basis. But if you want good information, you have to go to Dutch Sense YouTube channel, and once a week or every 2 weeks or so, he gives an earthquake update. And he's very good at predicting where the next ones will come. He's very good. And what you see in here is the last 7 days. Now, if you look in California down here, you see all these earthquakes taking place in Southern California. And I want you to know this is significant. And if you look in Washington and Seattle area, you'll see more. And if you look over here in the fracture zone off of Oregon coast, you can see it's beginning to move. Now I want you to notice how this is a circle right here. See how this becomes a circle right here? And guess what's in the middle right here? That's Yellowstone. Yellowstone is right here. Okay, this is the New Madrid fault down here, and you can see already the east is feeling the pressure, and of course we know Oklahoma is because of in fact, there's a oil well, a fracking well that was on fire yesterday. I'm going to try to get some more information on that. So that was very interesting, and not to mention, I move this over here. If you'll look over here in Puerto Rico, you can see that Puerto Rico is beginning to shake, rattle, and roll as well. And we know that Rodriguez gave a prophecy of asteroid impact, and he said the warning sign would be a 7.0 earthquake in Puerto Rico. Well, Puerto Rico has certainly been moving a lot in the last few weeks. Lots of earthquakes, significant uptick in these quakes. So, and this is just North America, so you need to continue to watch for this. You need to have a plan. You need to make a plan. Because if the idiots in Burns, Oregon don't start trouble, surely the earth is moaning and groaning and travailing. And I would suggest a plan. Because things are happening. Now I'm going to have some more information in just a little bit, and I'm going to come back with some more things, and I want to talk about the government and the world and religion, because these things are very significant in the end times. I want you to know that the plans are being laid right now. So you have to be ready all the time for Jesus to come. I don't want to get to preaching because you don't like preaching. Some of you don't like it. I don't get any views when I preach, but it's okay because this ain't preaching, this is facts. I'm bringing you facts right here. What you need to know is things are happening. The earth is moving. It's in travail. Some say it's a dwarf star, Planet X, coming into our solar system. I don't care what it is. You can say whatever you want it to be. I know that God is putting things in order for his plan to be fulfilled. And if you sleep and you continue to sleep, you're going to get caught unawares. Look out, look out, look out. Don't get blindsided. Don't become brain dead sheeple because you've been programmed by the NWO to not look at the things that are happening right underneath your feet. They want to dumb you down so you don't see what's happening right under your feet. And they got people like me and some others on YouTube that are telling you, and you're laughing at us because all these guys are crazy idiots. Well, okay, if you want me to be a crazy idiot, fine. But you need to share this video. Share it, like it, subscribe to my channel, help me get the word out, because one way or the other, I'm going to give you the facts as I know them. As I know, I check everything out. You know, I might be a little boring at what I do, but I'm new at this, but I'm going to check everything out. So these things you need to keep an eye on, and if I get any more information, I'm going to let you know right away. Just be very careful, stay awake, and stay in tune.
Pardon me, I've got something to say. When the soul grows tired, the devil he comes to play. This old cat's been sitting on a fence too long. Jesus is right in my corner, darkness is long gone. What was I thinking? Who did I think I was fooling? The devil's out through the door. It's Jesus with the TKO. The combination can be beat. I got the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost in me. So you think you're stuck in a desperate situation? Come on, he'll lead you away from temptation. Call his name right now, you ain't got my mind. The alleys won't seem so dark with the light of Jesus Christ. Lord, man, we must have been dreaming. I pray, and I pray some more. Behind the wall hits the floor. The demons all run to the door. It's combination 1, 2, 3. I got the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost in me.